Storytime 11. This is going to be a very light-hearted one. If you have a problem with drug use, I guess, I don't know. The world is full of drugs, and I guess you're going to have to learn about it one day or another. So one day, I was hanging out with my friends. Now, my friends oftentimes experimented, like most teenagers did. I did not because I have a heart defect. And I like to live. We'll just put it at that. Okay. One of my favorite stories I'd like to tell is why salvia is such a scary thing for me. Synthetic weed, anything like that. This was the first time I've ever seen anyone on it do it. It was a weird color. It smelled like incense. And my friend, he stripped down naked and ran in the forest. And I'll never forget his anti-gravity fall, which was like the Michael Jackson thing where he just went and then he just his the best response ever was, "Thanks, flower buddies." And that is absolutely the most hilarious thing that's ever happened. Oftentimes, my friends would describe to me what it was like experiencing these different drugs. I had a friend who literally he was shuffle walking, and like I'll never forget. He told me after it was like he was on his own little planet that was orbiting his whole body, and he could control the big body, which would explain why he was shuffle walking and going. um, I'm just gonna shake my head because these are memories that I'll never forget. Storytime 12. I have a friend who sleep talks, and he sleep talks so epically that there's nothing in the world that is off limits type thing. One of Here are my few of my memories that are my favorite of his antics. We were all chilling out in our living room, my house, my mom's house, and he's dead sleeping on the floor like he usually does. And then he wakes up and he's just like, he's staring at the floor intently, like, and I was like, what? What's wrong? And he goes, there's a gear worm. And then, bam, face plants back. I'm like, I'm at, I'm looking at my brother like, what's a gear worm? And he's like, I don't know. Maybe it's like one of those Monster Rancher things. I was like, he might be dreaming about Monster Rancher, maybe. And then he wakes up and he looks at that spot really intently and he goes back to sleep. Like, he doesn't smack his face into the ground. He slowly, and we're like, is it there? So he had us staring at the floor looking for a gear worm because sleep talk. Now, I wasn't here for this particular instance, but apparently he went down for a nap at his mom's house, and he gets up and he walks up to his mother. I don't remember what he says to his mother, and then he walks away from her. But I remember that he literally walks over to the bookcase, throws his hands up into the air, and goes, Jesus is dropping spiders on me! And then he shuffles back and flops on his bed. Because he slept walk and he slept talk. So. And that was our greatest inside joke for the longest time. We literally, like, anytime something outrageous happened, Jesus is dropping spiders on us. So that happened. Now, one of my memorable times with him and his sleep talking antics, I dumped my whole soul onto him. Like it was like the best like friends talk ever. Like we were like exchanging, and I didn't realize he was sleep talking the whole time. And from what I understand was I was listening to music and I made the perfect playlist for his dreams apparently while I was telling him my soul, which he has no recollection of. So and bonus story. I had an ex I slept talked to, and I don't know what exactly happened, but apparently I was chewing on his hand in my sleep, and then I burst into tears. No, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. I literally like I was chewing on his hand, and then I like look at it and then go, "It doesn't taste like Vienna sausages." Like ugly crying in my sleep. I have no recollection of this. There's no lesson to this. Sometimes random shit happens and you just have to go with the flow. I love y'all.